Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
It's always nice when you're joined by the cast and the crew, not exactly the crew, but the cast and the makers of a very well-known show, and they're working to the second season. What more one can ask for, right? And somebody's having coffee and checking his phone. Too busy these days. With season 2?
No, it's like Shivani asked me about 2 pictures, and before I could get her question, I ended up sharing that picture on my Instagram. And now she said that please delete it.
Yes,
So-
I was also going to tell you that.
No, I didn't know that. No.
Please don't share.
Crisis
Probably
Dogra,
मैं-
guys.
Let's settle this
So I have to delete
once
it.
and for all. Different pronunciation. People are saying pictures. What is it, Ridhi?
बियर का जग.
अरे वाह, मग के साथ अक्टूबर फेस्ट
Beer Gadget season 2.
मुझे लगा अक्टूबर फेस्ट ही चल रही है, जर्मनी में चल रही है। बट शो बड़ा देसी है और दमदार है। हाँ, और इस जब सेकंड सीजन में जाते हो तो या प्रेशर रहता है, जितना देसी दमदार जितना इंटरेस्टिंग बनाया था। एंड आई वाज हैविंग अ वर्ड विद नवीन लास्ट नाइट एंड आई हैड द सेम क्वेश्चन इन माय हेड कि सेकंड सीजन में जाते तो प्रेशर बढ़ता है बिकॉज फर्स्ट सीजन इतना ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल था फ्रॉम द मेकर हिमसेल्फ।
जी।
या
चल।
तो प्रेशर होता है
हाँ,
सेकंड
प्रेशर
सीजन।
तो ऑब्वियसली होता है क्योंकि पहला सीजन इतना ज़्यादा पसंद आया लोगों को, तो उनको निराश नहीं करना है हमको, इसलिए हमने इतना टाइम लगाया। और अच्छी चीज़ बनाने में टाइम लगता है और प्रेशर तो रहता ही है, एक्सपेक्टेशंस लोगों का है।
क्या दिखेगा सेकंड सीजन में जो फर्स्ट में नहीं दिखा था आपके किरदार में? I mean myself.
I think there is a very thoughtful approach taken to introduce the character that I'm playing. I wouldn't call it female representation per se, but एक तरीके का pop culture में and generally in the minds of all of us, we think a certain way about how women are perceived and portrayed and how we look at a woman. And whereas in real life, it's not like that. Like I have been working since, I left college and I started acting. I work with men and I work alongside so many people. So it's not really, it's difficult for women to, to move forward in life or to do well in life. You can if you're committed and focused. So when मुझे ये लगता है कि जब मैंने रिसर्च किया था एंड वैभव और अरुणव के साथ बात की थी एंड देन आई स्पोक टू सम VCs, I spoke to प्रेरणा, and when I was particularly talking to them, I understood that nothing stops a woman from rocking it, and they wanted to bring that in. मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि I will have to have a chat with them and tell them मुझे ये करना है, and please be thoughtful and be aware of what you're doing if you're bringing me in. But they were already aware of that, and hats off to the team at TVF that they actually took steps. They already had it in their mind कि हम ये character क्यों ला रहे हैं, why are we bringing a female in, and we're not underlining that she's a female. She's even if you see the trailer, there is no glorification of her being a woman. She could have been a man, but she's a woman, so and I like that. I like that what we hear popularly of how a woman is perceived and how difficult it is and what it takes for us to make it. Of course it's difficult, and of course we have our battles, and of course things are different for women, but the fact that they also have equal opportunities to be their own bosses.
Why should boys have all the fun?
Of course.
Basically, boys on that.
And this question should not be asked anymore.
Correct.
Because women do have fun, It's हम ये question repeat करते रहेंगे तो ऐसे लगेगा कि कुछ बदल नहीं रहा है. But बहुत कुछ बदल गया है, which they have really very beautifully, I feel, and I hope through my character and through whatever she's trying to do, it comes out.
Let me draw opinions of the boys this year, 2 boys this year. सेकेंड सीजन तो ये जो होता है कि एक्साइटमेंट भी होता है, थोड़ा नर्वसनेस, मतलब इधर क्या काम करेगा, हमने पहले सीजन में स्तर इधर लेकर गए, आर वी गोइंग टू गो हायर, एंड इफ यस देन हाउ?
आपने देखा नहीं है सीजन में?
यस, गिल्टी एज चार्ज्ड।
तो क्या प्रेशर रहता है?
तो एंजाइटी रहती है, मिश्रण रहता है उसका?
यार अभी तो बहुत एक्साइटमेंट है कि फाइनली इट्स कमिंग आउट, तो वो फीलिंग सबसे ज्यादा ओवरपावर कर रही है। कल तो मैं इतना ओवरवेल्म्ड था कि इज इट हैपनिंग फॉर रियल, और इतना बड़ा इवेंट एंड ट्रेलर लॉन्च एंड सो मेनी पीपल, सो अभी सबसे ज्यादा तो वो है जी। बाकी यार आई थिंक बहुत ही शिद्दत से और बहुत सच्चाई से काम किया है। बाकी तो फिर यार द आउटकम एंड द रिजल्ट इज नॉट रियली इन योर हैंड्स, इट्स अ वेरी थोड़ा किस्मत का रोल तो होता ही है। अब हमने जो बनाया है अब वो क्लिक कर जाए और वो लोगों को समझ में आ जाए और वो पसंद आ जाए, we'll always hope for that.
True.
But abhi I'm not really losing my sleep over that, you know. I think we have given our best, and rest is for the audience to decide.
सर काफी शांत बैठे हुए, कुछ गहरी बात करने
He's
वाले
like losing sleep मेरा हो रहा है.
I started thinking about like your question, and it's a very interesting question क्योंकि कई बार ये भी होता है ना कि because there are different perspectives, people who have seen have a certain perspective, and I just started wondering about how many people who might not have seen the first season, and is that an advantage or a disadvantage? Because I think at some place it might be an advantage because when it has come बहुत टाइम पहले आया था, वेब सीरीज बनना चालू ही हुए थे. अभी अगर people would discover season 1 and 2 and they will watch on Z5 and then watch 10 episodes of this show together, I started wondering, and that's where the thinking phase, because I was wondering whether, you know, how will they like it?
Correct.
Because the ones who have seen it, they have huge expectations and there is pressure.
True.
But ones who have not seen it, we even while making it always kept wondering, and we are still waiting because that result will show.
Vaibhav, your opinion is exactly the same as he says, that even if you have not watched season 1, this will prompt you to watch both the seasons.
So the second season is a complete story in itself. So, but it is definitely a very good thing if you watch both seasons together, because you see the inception of the idea and then the evolution of it. वो कहाँ start हुआ था और कहाँ जाके मतलब अभी पहुँचा है. तो सब कुछ एक साथ देखने में I think एक अलग perspective आएगी लोगों को.
Pitching an idea as an entrepreneur, as someone who is starting also, so to speak, and then pitching an illusion as a performer, कितना difference होता है? Because as a performer, you're pitching an illusion, it's a story, and you have to pitch that character in the most convincing way possible. And as an entrepreneur, you have an idea that may take off. So इसमें कितना difference होता है, Ridhi? Would you?
I mean, our job is only that, na? We have to dissolve ourselves every time we step in, you know, stand in front of the camera. So for us, you know, I mean, and I've in the past 1 year, मैंने तो बहुत ज़्यादा characters play किए हैं जो बड़े professional, you know, वो हैं. Someone's, you know, in this case, she's a venture capitalist. I've played a doctor. I've played a gynac. I've, you know, been a forensic officer in Asur. So you're constantly removing yourself, and and that's why actors become actors, because we want to step into another person's world. We want to bring paper to life. We want to add value to, you know, what is written on paper. वो हमारा fun उसमें है. So of course there's ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क है in any profession, including this one, in which, you know, there are entrepreneurs or they're doing a startup or anything. It's far removed, and that's the challenge and the beauty of it.
Your take?
यार मैं ना अभी अचानक से ये सोच रहा था, जो बंधु और अर्नब ने कहा कि if people have not seen the first season and they're going to end up watching 2 seasons, तो मुझे ना suddenly House of the Dragons की याद आ रही थी, क्योंकि उसमें ना शो के अंदर ही टाइम गैप होता है. You know, आप अचानक से 8-9 साल आगे की कहानी देखते हो छठे एपिसोड से. So it's going to be like that.
Like that, yeah.
So, you know, and it's going to be a different experience. People are going to watch 2 seasons together, and they can actually. They should.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
When I started shooting with you all, I saw season 1. So मेरे लिए भी कुछ ऐसा ही था. I was in this world of you guys, you know, of the characters doing something, and then I went back and I was like, oh, this is
You were watching Memento, यार. आगे का पहले देख रहे हो, पीछे का बाद में. You know, Ridhi was watching something.
No,
else.
but for me also it built something up, you know. Then what you were doing while performing, it made sense for me, you know. Like as an audience, I'm saying, वो experience बहुत interesting था मेरे लिए. To watch what Naveen was earlier and then now what he is.
What was it like to hearing the voices of each other in the second season? When I say hearing the voices of each other, as in, as an actor, you have to be a good listener. So when you withdraw as a performer and then you step into a different setting for a different role for a different project, and coming back to the second season, so getting that sync right, कितना ज़रूरी और कितना कैसे होता है ये काम?
I think I have only acted in one thing.
So season 2 is also first time for.
Yeah,
as well.
I think Naveen can answer this better. For me, as an actor, I have been an accidental actor in this because season 1 के time पैसे नहीं थे, and we needed a half-bald actor, and I am the only half-bald actor in this country. So that's, but yeah, it's very therapeutic for me, and I also realize it's a very, very tough job. How actors do it on the set and behind the set. Some of my very close friends, I see them and I have huge respect for the amount of personal, professional upheavals and highs and lows that they have to go through is amazing, and I just salute them. In terms of details of that, I think Naveen, because he has just done 2 other shows, Breathe has come, something else, and
I think it's pretty much the same with me also, because for me also this was the first season 2, you know, but since it was coming after 7.5 years, I don't think, and we were all looking also a little different, we were also at a different stage in the story also. I think at least I was not worried about how I was in the first season. Honestly, you know, I didn't give that much of a thought. This is a new script for me, and we have to make this one work. That's how I was approaching it. Abhi, if we suddenly go to season 3 in like next 6 months, then I'll probably, you know, because by then the character, अब मुझे पता नहीं कहानी में कितना लीप दिखाएंगे वो. अगर वो कहानी में दिखाते हैं कि 5 years hence, तो फिर then Naveen again will be a different person, and if he's in a different scenario. True. So then I don't really have to, because different situations will make you behave differently, you know. So yeah, core probably same रहेगा, और वो तो मुझे लगता है नवीन कस्तूरिया से ही similar है, नवीन बंसल का. So I didn't really have to stress too much about it.
You could not have timed it better, right?
No,
This is the age and day where startups are blooming, and in spite of having faced the COVID and Corona and the bad times, people still want to aspire to do something different. And thanks to shows like Shark Tank, I mean, widely watched, with that mahal, with that vibe, do you think that is going to feed, I mean, this show is going to feed off that, and that show perhaps feeding off this, you know, that kind of environment, that kind of hustle, so to speak?
Yeah, definitely. When the first season came, the wave of startups was just catching momentum, and it was very well timed to connect with that. And now people are very well aware of how startups work, and they've seen a lot of them take over society. Like now we have Flipkart, Amazon, Zomato. Like now they're part of our lives. At that time, they were just entering the market. So now people are very well aware of how startups work. They've been hearing about fundings, about takeovers, mergers, layoffs. So now the environment is such that the second season is extremely relevant to what the current space of startups is right now.
And come on, I mean, the residue of the performances linger. So in that sense, having played the characters that you have played, so do you have this kida now to be an entrepreneur, to pitch something that can, you know, fly high?
No, I don't think I can do
at all.
I feel handicapped without lines, you know. So yeah, if they give me lines, I'll try to be convincing, but otherwise I'll just be blank.
Ridhi, for you?
Same. I don't think I want to do anything other than acting. And I also feel like मैं तो reels नहीं बना पाती हूँ, मतलब कि मेरे को I'm an actor. I call I'm a, you know, old school artist. I need a team. I need somebody's interest in what I'm doing, and whatever. Storytelling is important, and so no, I'm not interested in doing any startup. My own startup.
From the extreme.
I don't know how. I think I'm already working in something. So
yeah, he's already.
You should ask me whether I should act.
TVF ke founder.
Yes, he is a founder.
Maybe, I don't know. I definitely like the aspect of acting is when at that time you don't have to take any decisions.
True.
So that is the part which I enjoy the most when you are in front of the camera, because you're listening to somebody. There are amazing people behind the scenes telling you what to do. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely Desi and Damdaar on a very Desi and Damdaar platform, which is ZEE5. Premieres on 23rd of December. Pitches to. Final word?
Yeah.
Please watch the show.
Yes, we're coming out on 23rd December, and like we've all said, कि अगर आपने season 1 नहीं देखा है, please watch it. It'll give you a lot of a lot of grounding for season 2 when you watch it. It'll give you a lot of you'll connect with everybody a lot better. And if you've seen it and it's been a while, you can still watch. And if you've not seen season 1, you can still watch season 2. That's the beauty of the show. It's a complete story in its own. So, Christmas.
Yeah, guys, please watch season 2 of Pictures. It has finally come out, and I hope you love it as much as you loved the first season. Fingers crossed.
Thank you so much for having this chat with us.
Thank you so much.